How do I know if my child has epilepsy? Imagine your child suddenly jerking or twitching without warning. Maybe they stare into space or seem unresponsive for a moment. These can be signs of something happening in the brain. Epilepsy in children is usually diagnosed when a child has had 2 or more seizures that are not caused by a temporary reason like fever or injury. Sometimes, a child might have just 1 seizure but has a high chance of having more. A seizure is a sudden burst of abnormal electrical activity in the brain that can cause different symptoms depending on which part of the brain is involved. Parents and doctors look for specific signs to figure out if a child might have epilepsy. These include involuntary movements like jerking of the hands, arms, legs, or the whole body. A child might also have episodes where they stare blankly into space, sometimes with small movements or without responding. Some children experience strange sensations before a seizure, called an aura. These can include unusual smells like burnt rubber, strange tastes, feelings of déjà vu, visual changes such as bright lights or blind spots, or hearing sounds or voices. During a seizure, a child might lose consciousness or awareness, which means they are not responsive. Other signs include fidgeting, walking around without knowing it, or suddenly falling down. Because some of these signs can look like other conditions, such as daydreaming or movement disorders, doctors review the child's medical history carefully. They often recommend a neurological evaluation, which may include recording videos of the episodes to help with diagnosis. To confirm if a child has epilepsy, doctors usually order tests. An electroencephalogram, or EEG, records electrical activity in the brain and can show abnormal patterns that suggest epilepsy, even if the seizures are not obvious. Brain imaging tests like magnetic resonance imaging or computed tomography scans help identify any structural issues or injuries in the brain that could cause seizures. Blood tests are also used to rule out infections or metabolic problems. Sometimes, doctors may suggest a lumbar puncture or genetic testing to find underlying causes. A diagnosis of epilepsy is made when a child has had multiple unprovoked seizures or 1 seizure with a high chance of future seizures, after other causes are ruled out. If you notice your child having seizures, it is very important to seek medical help quickly. Early diagnosis allows for proper treatment, which often includes medications that help control seizures in most children. Keeping a detailed record of when seizures happen, how long they last, and what might trigger them can be very helpful for healthcare providers. Remember, every child is different, and epilepsy can look different from one child to another. Consulting a healthcare professional is the best way to get an accurate diagnosis and personalized treatment plan. If you are concerned about your child's health, do not hesitate to reach out to a doctor or neurologist who specializes in children's health.